Feels weird to be back on camera. Welcome back. This is the first video in the studio that I have for the summer, and the first video back since March. I don't know. Yeah, this is my first. I mean, I've been painting. Well, I've been creating other artworks in that time and painting a little bit. I did work on the blue thing for a minute, the large piece, but then I came here and I haven't really done any big artworks yet. This is gonna be my first one. It's an idea that I don't know. I don't know how to express how it came about. Maybe this video will help explain the piece. So yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and film myself as I begin the piece and discover exactly what I'm trying, or like, not even discover, because I think to bring forth the story I'm trying to tell. So, yeah. Yeah, ooh. Okay. I have it laid out, and the only note I wrote is how I want it to look like. I wanted to done like reflection, writing on top, then filled with a solid color. So I know what I'm gonna write and like the imagery that's gonna go with it. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. Yeah. Okay. Oh man. Ugh. I don't know. I'm so shy. I surprise myself with the signals and messages I leave within my paintings, with the imagery inspiration for this piece being reflection, and as I reflect back to how I was when I began creating the piece, and then seeing the piece whole, I can recognize that it was the message that I needed to observe and understand. I was so clouded by my fears, my anxieties, and my perceived failures that I had decided that this was going to be my last painting. I have so much love and acceptance for that part of myself, the part that believed that this medium that has healed me, that has helped me understand myself and understand the world around me, this medium that has helped me find my voice, that has brought so much life into me and life around me, was the root cause of all my pain. So as I began painting, my request for this piece was to let go, to see the unseen, to face what I've been hiding, and also to allow myself to breathe.
I guess it's like a signal to keep going. Man, I always think like some of the pieces that I did like back when I was just starting to paint, I come back to them with like a very different meaning than what it was before. So I'm just thinking now, it's like, okay, this is what it means now. And like, I wish I could remember what it meant then, like I do some, but others I don't. So now I'm like, what is it gonna mean the next time I see it? The next, like, I guess I am changing. I'm growing, getting better. A question that I've been trying to ask myself is like, all the work that I've been doing, am I changing? Am I being a better person? Being a better artist? Being alive? Appreciating life? Am I being grateful? Yeah. I guess it's a confirmation that, yeah, you are. You've changed. You've gotten better. I guess the hard parts are over now. You're just gotta do you. Each time you've learned something, you've taken it, use it in a new spot, transformed it, make this something new, or add it on to. And then when you learn there, you take it, use it, and then you build up. And each time it transforms because you're learning, you're changing. And this is how it transformed. Now, I don't know. I gotta stop saying I don't know what I do know. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, this is like one of the coolest things. I think of just like life and being an artist and creating. It's just like the conversation you always have with yourself. Of like, well, this is what you're saying, and like, I needed to hear that right now in this way. And then yeah. We're always in communication, man. Yeah, we're always. And I guess you could even say the little pushes of, you got this, keep going. Let's just see what's on the other side. Let's just see how it goes when we get there. Or your future you telling you to hold on, there's gonna be something different, there's gonna be something better. And it's gonna be better once you get over it. Like once you understand, not get over, you understand the learning curves. Yeah. Yeah. Change.
I was trying so hard to cover up what was, not understanding no matter what, because I am the artist. I will always see what started. I can't cover up what was because it's part of who I am, history of who I was and who I am now. And because I am the artist, what was will always be, no matter how hard I try to cover it up. So, I accept it, I appreciate it, and I allowed the past and the now to flow together in harmony, not one overtaking the other. By accepting the portraits below and deciding to highlight them, they transform themselves, allowing new life to come into play.
Definitely going to have to do all the ripples just because it would make sense since the figure is the ripples. The ripples need to look just like the figure. That's all.
These scales were a gift to me from the beautiful fishes in Lake Tanganyika. I had been walking on the sand with my sister and cousin when I noticed these little flickers of light dancing in and out of the sand. Amazed by their beauty, I picked one up, and in that moment, I knew they had to be in the piece. Because I had started the piece in Burundi, I wanted some elements of the place and time referenced. Throughout creating the piece, I just had the idea for them to be scattered all over, recreating the scene at the lake that day. I debated whether I should draw any attention to this figure or allow it to stay submerged within the waters. It's visually different from the rest of the figures. In its color, it doesn't have waves within it. In its pose, it's not dancing. It's crouched, kneeling, in a way, yearning for something. It became a symbol of how I felt. Experiencing a pain, I had no idea how to stop, nor had any understanding of where it was coming from. Slowly eating away my vibrancy, my rhythm, my soul. As I experimented with the placement for the scales, none of them made any sense until I had the idea to place them on the figure, embracing the pain, the scarring, and the discomfort. In the visibility, I am looking at my reflection, I'm shattering it, and I'm transforming it. In creating the initial sketch, I had splattered red paint all over the canvas, resulting with red dots intertwined within the portraits. While drawing this figure, I was very intentional in keeping the red dot, as if saying, here, allow this space, this dot, to be the visual representation of that pain. Ooh. Okay, there's a point in all paintings where I'm like, oh, I messed this up. There's no turning back. But I'm almost done. I feel like that's a sign that I'm almost done. So I just gotta toughen it up for just like a little bit, push it just a little bit longer, and I'll be done. I was talking to my sister earlier, and I was like, yeah, today I think I'm gonna finish the painting. I'm gonna finish it. No. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe next week. But yeah, I feel like I've destroyed it only to bring it back to life. So breathing and taking it slow, because what the fuck? Yeah, that's all I had to say. As I look back, I'm reminded how, in my fear, I felt so overwhelmingly unsure of each mark that I made. And as I look now, I can't help notice how precise each mark is. How even though I was so uncertain, I knew and I know where each mark goes. And then following my intuition and trusting myself, the shapes, the colors, the lines began weaving in and out, reminding me, this is where you are, here.